Hello again, everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside. We are ready with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Already, indeed, we are. A new tag team. I think the fans are going to really enjoy today. The Spiders. They're brought in here by Bert Prentice. We'll be seeing them right here today in action. Also today in action, from the World Wrestling Federation, Adam Bomb is going to be right here today in action, teaming up with the Dream Machine. And in just a little bit, we'll be ready to see Doug Gilbert and Billy Joe Travis right here.
Oh, you're right. That's what we'll kick it off with right here. It looks like a big day. Bert Prentice came out last week and said, I'm bringing the Spiders. They are going to be huge in the USWA. And some of the fans have seen them and agree.
Yeah.
You'll see them right here coming up a little bit later on. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We're ready. I hope you are for action right here. Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Dirty Doug, going to be coming in here to take on Billy Joe Travis. Here comes Billy Joe right here.
There's Doug Gilbert.
And coming in also is Doug Gilbert. Doug's still showing the effects of a burn on the side of his neck. A little bit later on, we'll show you exactly how that happened. But there's Doug as he climbs up into the ring. There's Billy Joe waiting for him, along with referee Kevin Christian. One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up right here. And what a start, the USWA Championship Wrestling here today.
Yeah. Great start.
I'm ready to watch a good match here, Doug. Doug says you're ready to watch me give somebody a beating. Well, we'll see. He's not going against a rookie. He's going against Billy Joe Travis, and here we go.
You're right, Dave. What a way to crank it up today on USWA Championship Wrestling. Hey, Billy Joe Travis, wanted to say a special hello to the Webb family in Kentucky and to their son George, who is the only special hello from Billy Joe Travis. What a great opening bout here today on Championship Wrestling. Billy Joe tangles up with Doug Gilbert. Oh, Gilbert right in the corner. Should have been a break for Billy Joe Travis, but instead it was a right hand from Doug Gilbert. And again, nails Travis with a big right hand.
Billy Joe Travis in trouble here against Doug Gilbert. Doug slammed his head into the turnbuckle. Oh, reversal by Billy Joe on a whip across the ring. Ooh. And a nice backdrop.
Nice move from Billy Joe Travis as he meets Doug Gilbert with a big uppercut again from Billy Joe. Absent left arm and twisting the arm of dangerous Doug Gilbert. Down to the knees goes Gilbert, and Travis steps over. Barring that left arm, holding on to Gilbert there. Referee Kevin Christian in to check things out.
Billy Joe having to shift gears a little bit here. He and his partner Don Bass been having a lot of trouble with the Moondogs.
Yeah.
Trouble here with Doug Gilbert too, but a different type match that you have to prepare yourself for. Look at Billy go.
That goes to show the versatility that this Billy Joe Travis has and the wrestling experience. He can wrestle in single, he can wrestle in tag, and that's a real good job either way. Let me tell you, he can wrestle. The young man wrestles out of Dallas, Texas. Rips the left arm of Doug Gilbert over that top rope and nails him right in the midsection. Boy, he doesn't give Doug any breaks in there either. Whips him into the other side, and right behind him it misses, though. As Doug Gilbert comes out of the corner, Billy Joe Travis caught that top turnbuckle.
And Doug Gilbert has just pulled a piece of rope out of his boot.
Oh, sure has. He's got it. Look out. Referee calls for the bell. Oh, Doug Gilbert turned around and saw that big cowbell that outlaw Don Bass had, and boy, Bass had it talked back and ready to use it on Gilbert. He is out of there.
Well, I'm pretty well convinced that Don Bass was watching on a monitor. We could see when Doug went to the boot and pulled out that rope. Yeah, Billy Travis is showing him where the rope came from right now, and Don, watching his back, immediately appeared in the wrestling area with that big rope and cowbell, and Doug Gilbert didn't waste much time just getting out of here and headed on back. Well, I tell you what, I want to talk to you guys here in just a moment. If you don't mind, would you stand here and watch this match in which Don was involved against the Moondogs, where Ronnie Lotz was in a cage. So let you catch your breath just a minute. Take a look at this videotape right here.
He's locked up in the cage, and there's Cowboy Bass over. Oh, Bass has got a metal chair. Whoa! Ho-ho! Swings it after Ronnie Lotz Moondog as he comes over. Whoa, boy, Bass just put a big dent in that cage. Oh, man. Referee. Oh, my goodness. Referee is going to call for the bell in there. That's going to do it. Man, I tell you. How Lord Don Bass nibbling away at Ronnie Lott. He is throwing that cage into pieces, man. And Bass, after a lot, even after we ring the bell over here, that cage is torn into many, many pieces, courtesy of Outlaw Don Bass. Bass with the metal chair nails the Moondog. Oh, and boy, takes that chair and goes up the rocks again over here. Moondog's boss jumping on Outlaw Don Bass. Referee just calls for the bell. Man, what a ball between the Moondogs, Bass and Gaylord. And Don Bass now away at the Moondogs. Oh, Bass goes over and nails the referee, Scott Fountain. And the Moondogs will just drag Lotz out of here.
And finally, they just grab the cage and drag him out of there. Ronnie Lotz, as even the cage was pretty well destroyed by Don. Now, guys, again, I want to get your comments on it, but another thing I think I'd like for you to listen to before we get to that, the man who was in the cage, who was really afraid to move, I think he was afraid Don would just work him over with that chair. Ronnie Lotz has had a comment or two. Let's hear what he had to say.
We heard a lot of commotion back here in the hallway, and we come back here and we find that the Moondogs are trying to get Ronnie Lotz out of the cage, and they don't seem to know how to get him out of the cage. He's screaming and hollering that his arm's hurting. Well, y'all go ahead and get him out of there. Well, go ahead and get him out the best way you know how, then. Just get out of here, Randy. Let's not even film it.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't much of an interview with Ronnie. Yes, sir. Billy, what a night, huh?
What a night. Well, let me tell you something. I knew how bad old Big Don was, but I have never seen a man go off like that. Well, Big Don Bass, I'm sure glad you're on my side. Now, this week, Mr. Dave.
Special match.
Special match. The person who loses the fall will have to be caged himself. And I guarantee you this. Old Billy Joe ain't no animal, but we got 3 animals. We got 2 of them, 1 of them down, rather. I'm a little excited, Dave, because I don't like fighting the Moondogs. They're pretty tough, but we're getting tougher. So this week, one of us or one of them is going to be in a cage. It's going to be 201. So Moondogs, you know we're not afraid of us, and we know we're not afraid of you.
Well, that should be something to see there, Don.
Hey, baby. Hey, you see what happened to that manager? Where's he at today, huh? He's scared, right? He's not coming back, is he? He's hurt, right? Well, Moondogs, you're going to be the same way. After this week, boy, they're going to put you in the hospital where you belong. There's going to be blood all over the place. You pick up anything you want to hit me with, because I'm going to pick up anything I can, and I'm going to hit you with it, baby. You bet on that.
Don Bass, Billy Joe Travis, good luck to you in the match coming up. Remember, it's going to be a match in which whoever loses the first fall is in the cage, and then for the other team, it's a 2-against-1 advantage after that. More about that match coming up a little bit later on. Let's take us a break. We'll be right back here. Got another little interesting piece of videotape you will not want to miss. We'll be right back. Well, I told you we had some interesting videotape you would want to see. This was a 6-man match, but it was more than that. Special stipulation, it was an I quit match. Yeah. When one of the participants had to say, no more, I quit. That's it. The other team then won.
Won $1,000 per man.
That's exactly right. Yeah, big $1,000 per man entry fee to it. So not only did you lose your $1,000, you lost your partner's money for them too.
Another $2,000.
Let's take a look at the just the end of the match. A surprise appearance from Eddie Gilbert, who wasn't supposed to be anywhere around. Watch for that as we go along.
Taking care of Christopher in the ring. Oh, that's a Jimmy Lawler. Oh, that's a Richard. Oh, look at that. That's Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert throws fire. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert here tonight. Not even supposed to be here. Throws fire and does to throw far and catches his own brother with it. So it'll be Lawler, Valiant, and Christopher, winners of $6,000 in cash. Oh, look at this. Dream Machine and Tommy Rich. They jump on Eddie Gilbert. What in the world? They jump on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Double clothesline from Rich. From Rich and the Dream Machine. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert being jumped on by the Dream Machine and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Oh, my goodness. There's referee Scott Bowden. He's down now. After the Dream and Tommy Rich both lost $1,000 each. And the I Quit match, they are highly disappointed, but a little too late to take it out on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert came from the back, and now he's paying for it, let me tell you that. Dream Machine and Tommy Wildfire Rich have got Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert busted open. Man, oh man. Gilbert being jumped on by Dream Machine and Tommy Rich. Here's some help now. Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler come out. What a brawl. Let me tell you. Action continues. Into the ring, a ring full of everything. Adam Bomb nails Eddie Gilbert. It's not over yet, fans. Tommy Rich, Dream Machine, and Adam Bomb jumping over Lawler, Christopher, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert busted open badly. Christopher came out to help. Not doing any good, though. Rich, the Dream Machine, and Adam Bomb. Oh, jumping on Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Rich, Paul drives Eddie Gilbert. Oh, boy. Man, oh, man. Man, I'll tell you. The Dream Machine jumps out on him. Tommy Rich nails Christopher with a boot. Oh, boy. Adam Bomb kept throwing Christopher. He's nailing away on Christopher over in the corner. There goes referee Scott Bowden down again. He and Frank Morrell, both of the referees out of it. I tell you, Dream Machine has got referee Scott Bowden. Hey, come on. There's Christopher down again, nailed by Adam Bomb. Come on, Eddie Marlin's going to try to get in there and try to get some more of this thing. Oh, and Tommy Rich nails Eddie Marlin.
Boy, I tell you, what a wild, wild time it was there. You saw exactly what happened. And here comes Eddie Gilbert, a rather somber-looking Eddie Gilbert, as a matter of fact. He's not dancing out here, doesn't have on the shades and his Hot Stuff outfit and all of that sort of thing here today. Eddie, we've just seen the entire videotape. We saw you hit your own brother with the fire. I saw Dream Machine, Tommy Rich, Adam Bomb all attack you there.
Well, I saw the same thing, Dave.
Well,
I felt it this past week. I stood back there just a while ago watching the monitor, just like you. A lot of things went through my head. I tell you, a lot of things that night that went through my head. I've done a lot of bad things.
Yeah, you have. And that's kind of what I was thinking when we were watching there, that in a way you were kind of getting maybe what was due.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking about back there and everything. But I just want everyone to know right from the start set of this, of me talking today, that if for 1 second that anybody in this country, in this area, in the USWA, you, Dave Brown, Corey Macklin, Eddie Marlin, anybody thinks for 1 second that today I am coming out here to say I'm sorry for anything I've ever done here, you're completely wrong. I'm very proud of my past, and I'm very proud of what my future's going to be. The only people right now that better worry about their future are the people that took a boot to me, a person that kicked me in the ribs when I was down, a big old giant that thinks he's something. You better worry a lot right now what's on my mind, and that's what I want to talk about, what's on my mind right now. All week, I've had all week to think about this. I've had all week to try to come to a conclusion of what to do. What's the next move? I've always been good at these plans, to come up with the right plan at the right time of attack, to come up with the most devious, the most cleverest plans in professional wrestling, and you know that, right?
Well, I've got to admit that point. Yeah, you come up with plans. I don't always like them, but you do come up with plans.
That's right. I do. I do. I come up with the best plans. And what I would like to do right now is that I would like to call someone out here because I want to ask him something, and I want to talk to him right out here in front of everybody. I don't want to pull any punches. And Brian Christopher, if you're back there watching the monitor, I wish you would come out here right now. If it's okay with you, Dave, I just want to talk to this guy, Brian. If you're back there watching, if Eddie Marlin can see this, and get Brian.
There he is. Eddie, I don't want any trouble out here. I mean, you've just said you're not apologizing for a thing you've done in the past.
I am not.
And I know you and Brian have had trouble in the past here, and I don't want any trouble out here today, even though I did see in the videotape that Brian came to help. But let's keep this calm here.
All right. First off, I'm glad you took the time to come out here. I really am. After watching that tape, after knowing what happened this past week, the way I felt, I remember at the end of the match, and I was standing there out on the floor, and I looked around when I wiped the blood out of my eyes, and I see you standing there, and I see Jerry Lawler over here to the right, which I really don't want to talk about that right now. But I look, and I see you. And the first thing I'm thinking about, a lot of things just happen in our world all the time. We never thought that the wall would come down in Berlin, but it did. I never thought I'd ever see Brian Chris for whatever reason you had to come back to the ring. I don't know what that was and don't really care. The only thing I know at the end, and I was feeling real bad, I can tell you about pain from that. I felt real bad. When I wiped the blood out, I see you standing there. So I left that night and all week going, man, I want to go after and get a piece of these guys real, real bad, in the worst way. But I'm not stupid. Not stupid. Well, what you may think otherwise, but I don't really care right now, okay? All right? I don't really care whether you think I'm stupid or whatever you think about me right now. I've just got one thing to ask you. When a person goes into war, when he goes into battle, he wants to have the greatest group of fighters that he can get and gather around him when he goes in there. All right? So what I'm asking you is, will you be my partner against these guys?
Brian, think about this.
Will I be your partner? Will I be Eddie Gilbert's partner? Will I be your partner? How soon you forget, Eddie Gilbert?
What?
How soon you forget?
Forget what?
I guess when they were bashing your head in, do you know why they were bashing your head in? It's because you came running out there trying to burn me. That's right. Not for the first time, but for the second time. Because right there you burned me once before. Right out here, right in that ring, Eddie Gilbert. How soon you forget. But I did come running out there to try and save you. Just because for a split second, I felt sorry for you. While they were busting you over the head.
You felt sorry for me.
For a split second, I did. And now you have the audacity to ask me to be your partner after everything you've done in the past.
Everything you've done to me, everything you've done to Jerry Lawler, all the ripping up of them jackets here, Sam Bass, busting the pitcher, everything you've done, now you want me to be your partner?
Dave, what do you think?
Well, I agree with Brian. I mean, you know
Talk about you're not stupid. I'm not stupid either, Eddie Gilbert. And you talk about all these plans you've had. Yeah. What makes me think this is not just another one of those devious plans of yours? Huh?
Okay, hold it. I feel like we're Ross Perot and Al Gore out here for a second or something, okay? Let me just say something to you now, because you're starting to make me just a little bit mad with what you're saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you made me a lot mad in the
No,
past.
but wait a minute. No, I just want, wait a minute. Dave, listen to me here. Listen to me out. Okay. How soon we forget, all right. How many months ago was it, Dave, that I remember tuning in to the TV station here, and I remember seeing a thing that happened. Jeff Jarrett out here with Jerry Lawler, and Eddie Marlin came out here and said, the computer has given us the third man, the best wrestler in the USWA to defend the USWA against the WWF, and that man is Brian Christopher, right?
Yeah.
And then when you came out here, they questioned you. They said, how can we trust you, Brian Christopher? Now, all of a sudden today, you're Mr. Self-Righteous. You went through what I'm going through today just a few months ago. You know exactly what I'm talking about. No, you're not stupid, and neither am I. But what I'm asking you to do is maybe just for one night, just put everything behind you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Just think about it. Just think about it. You're the man I want. You're the man I know that gets the job done. You're the man just admit it.
Why me?
Well, just admit it. When you look in the mirror, Brian Christopher, you're really seeing me.
Oh, my gosh. You dream when I look in the mirror I was seeing you.
See, once again, you jump to conclusions. That's not what I'm talking about. Who was together? Who was the one that got into your mind and said, hey, pull those chains out. Pick up a chair. Knock them in the head. Pull out some salt and throw it. Pull out some powder and throw it. Do some sneak attacks. Run in from behind. If you have to throw out fire, throw fire. Do whatever you have to do. That's the man I'm talking about. That's the man I want to be my partner. Now, will you be my partner?
I'll tell you what. You were the man that got me to pull the chains out. Yeah. You were the man that got me to use the chairs, to do whatever it took. Yeah. I guess you were the man that put the gold around my waist, we could say. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, Eddie.
You're still not sure, though, are you? You're still not sure. You're still not sure. Come here, just a second. Just a second. Come on.
I'm still not sure, and the fans still aren't sure either.
Okay. You got it, Eddie Gilbert. You got it. And boys, this week you're gonna get it, because you're gonna regret ever messing with Brian Christopher and ever turning your back on Eddie Gilbert. You got it, Eddie Gilbert.
All right.
Now the handshake of partners coming up this week. I'm still a little uneasy about all of this. I don't mind telling you.
Listen, I understand the reason of uneasiness.
We know your history.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just want a match. Now, there's one other minor detail that I would like to take care of right now. And that is that I would like to also, one other person, if he's watching the monitor back there, I would like to call out here, and that is my brother, Doug Gilbert.
Well,
wherever he's at.
Yeah, here he is. He was in a match earlier and still showing the effects of that burn where Eddie threw fire, missed Brian Christopher, and here's where it ended up, right on the side of his neck.
I just talked to the producer back there, and he told me you've been out here talking a whole lot, so let's just get to the point, okay?
Okay, all right. Listen, first off, now it's very obvious to everybody that the history between me and you, and as soon as this past week happened and the accident that happened to you, and you know it was an accident, you know that better than anybody. But I know this week also that you and I haven't really touched base with each other A lot of people have asked me this week, how does Doug feel about this? I'm sure they've asked you. We really have not had a chance to talk about this. I know this is not the place to talk about anything like this. So that's the reason why I just want to get to the point here. And you are my brother. And I do want to ask one more favor of the promotion, but most off of my brother. What I want you to do and what I want to ask of you is, since Brian Christopher has, just wait just a second, since Brian Christopher has agreed to be my partner, hold it, just let me finish. Since he has, and you know the guys.
No,
wait a minute,
you hold it, you hold it 1 minute. No, you hold it. Okay. Brian Christopher, you have asked the world's biggest punk to be your partner? Are you kidding me? Is this a big joke or what? Where are you coming from?
Just listen to me. No, just listen to me. Just listen to me. I want to try to cover every base in this situation. I know what we're up against. I know the situation with some of the referees here in the past few weeks. They get knocked down. I need to... No, wait a minute.
You know what? You must not know where you're coming from. No, don't ask me nothing. I got a real important match, and that needs to be where my mind is.
I haven't asked you anything yet.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know you have an important match, and I don't even really want to ask your opinion about anything. I just want to ask a favor and a service from you. Okay? What I want to ask you to do is, I would love for you to be the man to come to the ring this week to be the special referee for this tag match.
You're telling me, with Brian Christopher as your partner, you want me to come and be your special referee after you get a good camera shot of this. You see that?
This is not the place to talk about this. Listen, everybody knows if you have a brother, sister, anybody out here in this crowd, anybody at home watching right now, Dave, you may have brother, sister, I don't know, you don't always get along. You always have different opinions about everything. I'm not asking your opinion about Brian Christopher. What I'm asking your opinion, your favor of, you are my brother. We're going to have differences in the future. We've had our differences in the past. Everybody knows that. What I'm asking you is for one night to come to the ring, to be the man that I know you are. Nobody's going to mess with you in that ring, and I know that, and you know that too. And that's the reason why I want you to be the special referee. You are my brother, Doug, bottom line. Through thick or through thin, anything else can matter. What I'm asking you is, bottom line, as a favor to me, as a brother, will you be the special referee for me and Brian Christopher's partners against these guys?
Okay, I think I know where you're coming from. Okay, I'll be a special referee. But I want you to know one thing before you walk off. I've never liked Brian Christopher, and you tell him if nobody is going to lay a hand on me, and you tell him to make most definitely sure that he don't even try, okay?
I will.
Eddie, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
I think you got everything you want here. And
No, I don't. When I'll have everything that I want is whenever we're finished in the ring. And whenever anybody else gets any ideas around here about who you're going to try to run over, you better just remember something. I grew up here. This is my home. I'm always going to be here no matter what. You want to start picking on somebody here, you better leave and go somewhere else. Bring a lot of friends this week because I am just getting started. I may just pull the greatest and the biggest out of my bag this week because this will be mine, hell or high water.
Eddie Gilbert, the match is not official. I'm going to have to check all this with Eddie Marlin right here. But I'm still worried about it. Brian is his partner. His brother is a referee. We'll check it out. Be back in a moment.
Now more than
Introducing the Rentronics Advantage. It's a big...
Well, guys, there's going to be an action right here a little bit later on. I want to get a comment or two from them. Talking about Adam Baum and the Dream Machine, who have quite a match coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Here they come, Troy Graham, the Dream Machine, and Big Adam Baum.
Graveyard digging in a coffin pile, a long time weeping and a family crying. You know, Eddie Gilbert, you out here singing and crying the blues. It ain't gonna do you no good. Get Brian Christopher, get Doug Gilbert, get Tommy Gilbert, Get anybody you want, but I got news. I want you to get mad, Eddie Gilbert. I want you to get sick to your stomach because, let me tell you something, Brian. What we did to Eddie last week, it ain't nothing what we're going to do to you. And I got news for you, Doug Gilbert. If you stick your nose where it don't belong, I'll put something on you and your mama won't know you. Because I got news for you. The rains will come, the winds will blow, but the Dream Machine spreads sunshine everywhere it goes. Dave Brown, have you ever heard such moaning and groaning in your life that would bring tears to a glass eye? Eddie Gilbert, it ain't nothing what we got in store for you this week. Right, Bomb? Tell them what we're going to do, baby.
First of all, it's great to see Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher together. Nothing like it, okay? Because in the USWA has came Adam Bomb, the creation of devastation. And Monday night at the Coliseum, you will see what being taken to ground zero is all about. So.
Adam Bomb, Dream Machine, got a match coming up. No, I don't.
Hey, come on.
I absolutely do not. The match takes place Monday night. You've got a match coming up later. We'll see you out here right then. Right now, I'd like to continue with the card coming up Monday night and talk about the entire action. Dream Machine is headed out. Let's make sure Adam Bomb goes that way, too. All right, there he goes. And let's talk about the whole thing. Hey, I tell you what, is Guy Coffee in place over there? Yeah, okay. All right, we're ready to go because we're going to give away some groceries here again today.
All right.
From Mega Market. Got a gift certificate for $25 worth of groceries from the Mega Market folks who have been joining to sponsor USWA Wrestling in the past several weeks. And we're going to take caller number 9. Number 9, 726, area code 901. 726-0551. Ninth call gets the $25 gift certificate from Mega Market. Also, it's going to be a Mega Monday at the Mid-South Coliseum. A gift certificate to be given away Monday night down there, too. And it's also Schaefer Used Cars Night, and as a result of that, we're again able to offer $3 general admission tickets. General admission, only $3.
Thanks to the good people over at Schaefer's Used Cars. They're helping us out, and $3 general admission again Monday night.
And listen to this card, and it's going to be a good one. The Rotten Brothers. We'll show you more about the Rotten Brothers. Actually, they call themselves Bad Breed.
Axel Rotten
and Ian Rotten. Yeah. And
F. Fargo out of that.
Yeah.
Freddie Fargo.
Freddie Fargo. Yeah, we'll talk more about them a little bit later on. They'll be going against Jeff Gaylord and the Spellbinder. Then the Spiders. Boy, a lot of the folks last week were telling me they like the way the Spiders look.
They look good.
Spiders brought in by Bert Prentice. Bert will be in their corner as they go against Reggie B. Fine and Leon Downs. Then the USWA ladies title will be on the line. Champion, don't have pictures of him, but champion Debbie Combs will be defending against Susan Sapphire in the match. A title match, a ladies title match at the Mid-South Coliseum on Monday night. Then a revenge match.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Why the revenge? Well, because Doug Gilbert, we'll show you in a little while. Doug Gilbert put a pile driver on Kimberly, Dirty White Girl. And that's where you get the grudge real quick with Tony Anthony, Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy will be going against Doug Gilbert in this grudge match. A revenge match is a better term for it. Return USWA title match. Stephen Dunn of Well Done will be going against Brian Christopher, and the USWA heavyweight title will be at stake. Then, the USWA tag titles will be at stake with special stipulations. It's going to be a handicap advantage match. Now, there'll be a cage at ringside. Both teams get into action, and then whoever is defeated has to get in the cage. Then the match continues with a 2-against-1 advantage. It's Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass. They've had some great success against the Moondogs, more than people in recent memory, and they will be going against those Moondogs, who, of course, I'm sure will perhaps have Ronnie Lotz. Doesn't say Ronnie Lotz will be there, and after last week, he may not want to be anywhere around, but count on him being somewhere around the Mid-South Coliseum, as the USWA tag titles will be at stake in the handicap advantage match. But that's not all.
Oh, boy.
I checked this out just during the commercial break, and Eddie Marlin says book the match. He I think maybe is not as comfortable with it. I know I'm still real uncomfortable with it. Brian Christopher has agreed that he will be Eddie Gilbert's partner against Adam Baum and the Dream Machine, and you throw in there, Eddie has gotten his brother Doug Gilbert to agree to be the special referee. So that's the situation coming up here Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. The added grudge match, unlikely pairing, a very unlikely pairing. Boys, a week ago, I would have bet this would not happen anywhere in the near future. You got Brian Christopher and Eddie Gilbert as partners going against Adam Baum and the Dream Machine with Doug Gilbert as a special referee. It's going to be a big night. Monday night, keep in mind, general admission only $3 at the Mid-South Coliseum. It'll be mega night, and today's mega market winner is Patsy Sharp of Memphis, Tennessee. Congratulations, and be looking for you Monday night down there at the Coliseum.
Yeah, Schaefer's used car night down there, and also the people over at Advanced Cellular are going to be giving away free cellular phones down there coming up Monday night as well.
No purchase necessary.
No purchase necessary.
We'll be back in just a moment.
If you're pregnant, there are two things.
Hello, the kid and Eddie G in the ring right now. They're set to go here against some rugged competition, no doubt about it. Adam Baum and the Dream Machine are headed this way. Here they come. Troy Graham, the Dream Machine, leading the way. And from the WWF, the very large Adam Baum getting ready to climb into the ring. Referee Kevin Christian is trying to keep things separated till we can get the bell rung and get things started officially. He's saying, all right, one at a time. Let's see who's going to be starting. Adam Baum shows no interest in stepping out of the ring. But on the other hand, neither does the Dream Machine. Eddie G steps out. It's going to be the Colorado Kid starting for his team. And for the other team, it will be the Dream Machine. Dream Machine and Colorado Kid in action. Here we go.
Underway. Dream Machine tangles up with Colorado Kid. Whips him into the ropes down. Rolls line and takes him down. Backs the Colorado Kid up and whips him in again. Big elbow from the Dream Machine. Jumps down on the Colorado Kid and tags his partner. Here is Big Adam Baum from the World Wrestling Federation. Wrestles from 3 Mile Island. Baum stomping away and nailing away on the Colorado Kid. Boy, this Adam Baum just comes in viciously. Beating up on Colorado Kid. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Goes in and misses. And Colorado Kid goes to working on that left arm that Baum rammed into that top turnbuckle. Reversal. Oh, boy. Big slam from Adam Baum.
Colorado Kid in trouble here. Great action on the USWA today. We thank you for joining us. Special hello to folks watching our affiliate in Louisville, Kentucky at Fox 41. And Tuesday night, a special Fox 41 night coming up at Louisville Gardens. All you fans in the Louisville area, make your plans to be there. Details coming up later.
Big card sign for that night, too, I understand, Dave. Look at there, 2 count, and Bob picks him up. Breaks the cover on Colorado Kid. Throws him right into his corner, and he tags his partner, Eddie G. Tag over in the other corner. Here's the Dream Machine. Troy Graham back. Dream Machine whips Eddie G in and an elbow. Jumps off the rope. Drops the leg down on Eddie G. A celebration over there from the Dream Machine. Slams Adam Baum. Slams Eddie G there, rather right into Adam Baum, and here's Adam Baum back in the ring. Backs Eddie G up and whips him in. Boy. Pretty good tag team, and this Dream Machine and Adam Baum working together well. Ooh, and that powerful move from Adam Baum. 2. Oh, and again. He just throws Eddie G off. I don't know, he had some words for the referee, and I don't know what they were, but I bet you they wasn't kind.
Dream Machine drops down.
He covers Eddie G, and he covers him and gets the 3. 1, 2, 3. Dream Machine, Troy Graham, and Adam Baum get the win. Oh, and Bum goes over and a little extra kick on Eddie G in there as they get the win over Colorado Kid and Eddie G.
Well, at least there's teamwork there. As Adam Baum had him all set up, he could have gotten the count at 3, but he broke it, went over to the corner, tagged his partner, Troy Graham, and said, hey, partner, you go in, get the win in this one. So it's the Dream Machine and Adam Baum with the victory here today on USWA Wrestling. We've got more. The Spiders will be here a little bit later on. We'll be back in a moment. Tremendous crowd with us here today. We're glad to see them. We'd love to see you up here with us, and you can be here. Our tickets for USWA Wrestling are free, but you must write for them. And you must send a self-addressed stamped envelope so we can send the tickets back to you. Here's the address, Studio Wrestling Tickets, WMC-TV, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee. Our zip code is 38104. Do not forget the self-addressed stamped envelope. Request your tickets, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you right here. Now, you kind of deck up Lawler's Army's 1994 tour. Here's the King right here.
Well, you know, spring is in the air. It's a beautiful day out there today, and every year about this time we get kicked off with a little bit of Lawler's Army softball. And I think last week, I just want to mention once again, there are a lot of people that know that every weekend this time of year and all throughout the summer, for years now, I've had one of what I consider the toughest softball teams in the entire United States. Matter of fact, we're undefeated already this year. We've got our first game coming up tomorrow. And if there are any tough teams out there that would like to have us come into their area, there's a number they can call. Mr. Coffey's number is area code 901-358-2924. And he is the man that does all our scheduling. And we'd like to just come out there and show some people just how good this softball team really is. Tomorrow, we're going to have an opportunity to do that up in Lexington, Tennessee. Yep. And I want to introduce to everybody right now, the Honorable Mayor of Lexington, Tennessee is right here, David Jowers. Come on out here, David. Now, he's going to be, I understand, Dave, you're going to be coaching the team against us tomorrow?
That's for sure.
You're going to be going against Lawler's Army up there?
That's for sure. And we play a pretty good brand of ball up in Lexington, Jerry, and we do not anticipate your team really being in the contest much past the third inning.
Oh, is that right? You're going to knock us right out by the third inning, huh?
I think so.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Tell them again what time now tomorrow. We're going to try to get started around 1:30, 2 o'clock, right?
I think that's exactly right, Jerry, and we would like to certainly invite all the fans from Memphis up to Lexington. It's just a short trip up Interstate 40 to exit 108. A short drive into Lexington, the Guy B. Amos Park, and we're just excited you're going to be there. And all the wrestling fans, I think, in Lexington, Henderson County will certainly be there. And it's just, don't think it'll turn out exactly like you'd anticipated, Jerry.
Is that right? Well, I tell you, it is going to be a little bit unusual because this game's been scheduled for quite some time. It's Lawler's Army against Eddie Gilbert's Army, Eddie Gilbert's Army. And now, what is unusual is the fact that this year, Brian Christopher is playing on Lawler's Army. He's going to be there also. And from what I see out here today, looks like Monday night, he and Eddie are going to be partners. Yeah. But tomorrow, we're going to be going against them on the softball diamond, so it should be pretty interesting up there. Now, we have a special coach, too, state representative, right?
Steve McDaniel.
Steve McDaniel is going to be our coach in the game, so it should be very interesting there in Lexington. Everybody also that comes to the game gets a free ticket to Monday Night Wrestling.
Ooh, all right.
Dave might say that the proceeds from the game will be directed toward the West Tennessee Dialysis Clinic in Jackson, Tennessee, and it's a good promotional thing. The money's going for a good cause, and all the profits and proceeds. And Jerry, again, we appreciate you making a trip to Lexington, and maybe you will do better than expected.
Well, I can say this: you might have won the election, but you will not win the ball game. I say.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. In Lexington tomorrow, great cause up there. The dialysis center in Jackson gets proceeds.
You know, I wanted to bring out one other special friend of mine. A lot of times, you know, here everybody watches the USWA wrestling show, and as everybody, I think, that has a tendency to watch television, sometimes when a commercial comes on, they think it's time to go get a sandwich or go get something to drink or something like that, but
don't do that.
Don't do that, right? Because, you know, what you got to realize is the people that sponsor the wrestling show are great friends of wrestling, and they do that because they
think a lot of our wrestling fans, the people that are watching out there right now. And they have always, over the years, you know, we have had some great sponsors here on TV5 and associated with USWA Wrestling, and we don't often get a chance to thank them, but we would like to urge everybody out there that watches this show to support our sponsors, because without them, you know, USWA probably wouldn't even be here. And one of the guys I'd like to bring out right now is the general manager of Schaefer Used Cars at Bluff City Autoplex over there at I-240 in Getwell. And because of these fine people, everybody gets to get in for only $3 there this coming Monday night.
General admission.
This is Bobby Ward. Bobby, I think that you guys are going to be involved with USWA. Going to be a lot of exciting things coming up out there.
You bet. You bet. We're giving, if you come out and have a test drive with us, we're going to give you Monday night wrestling tickets for this Monday night.
All right.
Come by this weekend. We're also, you can register for tickets for studio wrestling
TV
here
tickets,
on
right.
Saturday.
And later on this spring, we're going to actually bring live wrestling to your car lot out there.
Schaefer's Bluff City Used Cars, there at the used car lot.
And that'll be free for everybody,
You
right?
bet.
Okay,
We're
so
going to have a big time.
I'm driving a car from there right now, so if you want a good car, this is the man to see out there, okay? Thank you, Bobby. All right, now I just want to say one other thing. Going to be over in Jonesboro tomorrow night.
Big night.
Big night in Jonesboro. I personally happen to know that Vince McMahon and the World Wrestling Federation has personally sent Adam Baum down here to try to eliminate some people like myself and Brian Christopher. And Adam Baum, we're going to start on you tomorrow night in Jonesboro, and we're going to finish you up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. And you can tuck that tail between your legs and head back to New York and tell Vince McMahon just how tough we are in the USWA.
There's a word from the King. Has a busy day coming up tomorrow, no doubt about it. The big softball game in Lexington starts about 1:30 at 2 o'clock. And then over to Jonesboro tomorrow night. Speaking of all of that, you've got some details.
Yeah, we've got all of that, Dave, right now. Sunday afternoon tomorrow, Lexington, Tennessee, right there at DeGavi Amos Park. All out war at DeGavi Amos Park in Lexington. 2 o'clock is start time. Eddie Gilbert's Army, Jerry Lawler's Army. All of that's going to be tomorrow. Proceeds to benefit the West Tennessee Dialysis Clinic, as the mayor of Lexington told you earlier. Big day in Lexington, big night tomorrow night. Jonesboro, Arkansas, Earl Bell Community Center, right down there on Church Street, and he is Eddie Marlin to tell you more about it.
Dave, I just want to come out and remind all the fans around this area it's tomorrow night in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, that's right. And you were out here, yeah, because a lot of times it's on Saturday, but it's tomorrow night in Jonesboro. Last week we were talking about the biggest card ever. I know Mr. Perfect is injured and is not going to be there, but...
That's right, Dave. That's just one man out of the entire card, and it's still going to be the biggest thing that's ever happened in wrestling in Jonesboro. We've added Eddie Gilbert to the card. The Dream Machine's added to the card. We've got a Moondog Battle Royal. Jerry the King Lawler's there. Brian Christopher's there. And it's a big guy, Adam Baum. All of them's going to be right there. It's still, I say, the biggest thing that's ever happened in wrestling in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Corey, go right ahead with the rest of the details.
All right, it is tomorrow night, 8 o'clock is the bell time. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Always great fan support over in Jonesboro. Looking for all of you over in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Earl Bell Community Center, WWF versus USWA Super Challenge. And you see everybody there. Adam Baum, the King, Jerry Lawler will be there as well. Brian Christopher, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. A big lineup. Billy Joe Travis, Moondog Battle Royal. Well of a night tomorrow night in Jonesboro. Friday night, April 22nd, Camden, Tennessee, Camden Central High School. The King will be in Camden, Tennessee as well. Don Bass, Billy Joe Travis, Moondogs, Brian Christopher. Same night, wrestling in Ashland, Mississippi. Ashland High School. They have the Spiders on the card in Ashland. Ken Wayne, ladies match. Also King Cobra and the Spellbinder, all over in Ashland, Mississippi. Friday, April 29th, wrestling in Troy, Tennessee. Obion County Central High School in Troy. USWA Top Stars will be there. Coming soon, USWA Wrestling. You see it right there. Hernando, Mississippi. Blytheville, Arkansas, and Crenshaw, Mississippi coming soon. That's USWA on to a bunch of it, huh?
Big action coming up. Softball game tomorrow afternoon. Big night in Jonesboro tomorrow night. Huge night in Jonesboro tomorrow night. And then a big night Monday night at the Memphis Mid-South Coliseum. Yeah. Speaking of Mid-South Coliseum, one way if you really want to make Tony Anthony mad, I've heard him say it a bunch of times, leave Kimberly alone.
Between Anthony and Gilbert, and it's Rich and Doug Gilbert jumping on dirty white boy Tony Anthony. Well, 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Dirty white boy is going to retain the title. Oh, here's dirty white girl jumping on Doug. Oh, boy. Well, get in, Mark Jim to try to
you see what Doug Gilbert did right there as he dropped Kimberly on her neck. Revenge will be mine, said Tony Anthony Monday night. Leon Downs and Charlie Laird are in the ring right now. We're waiting for Bert Prentice, and Bert is going to be bringing in his new team. Here it comes. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Look at
The Spiders headed this way with brought their spinning their own web.
Bert said they'd be excited, let me tell you.
Yeah, a little excitement for the fans as the Spiders come this way. They head up to the wrestling ring. Here's Bert over by the desk. Bert, hang around over here. We'll let you comment on this this team, which has really caught fans' imagination. They haven't been in the USWA, but really just a few days, and already fans have seen them. They've said, hey, we like the Spiders.
And we appreciate that, but what about that for an entrance? The Spiders all over there talking about them, and for good reason. Dave, I promise, these are the next tag team champions.
Well, from people who have seen them wrestle, and I haven't yet. Corey, you have, but I have not seen them wrestle yet. But folks tell me they very well could have designs on the USWA Tag Championships.
Oh, indeed. Well, they're high flyers and they're ring technicians, and you're going to see that in this match here. This Leon Downs is awful tough, but I think we got a pretty easy day of it here.
Well, I don't know. Leon Downs is a pretty tough wrestler. Charlie Laird is also a young wrestler, but they're not going to just back away. But let's see what happens.
Well, they knew coming to the USWA, this is the cream of the crop of the tough wrestlers. Speaking of the cream of the crop, Eddie Gilbert. I'm not so sure I'm trusting him 100%, but it showed what a man Brian Christopher is to accept being his partner.
Well, and I think in the beginning, when Brian came out and he and Jerry helped to really rescue Eddie from what was happening to him there, I think that showed the sense of fair play that those two guys have, and I hope that will continue and that'll rub off on Eddie Gilbert. But I'm worried. I'm worried about the special referee and the whole thing.
Well, the night that happened, I was there, and let me tell you, I have never seen a crowd that large stand for 20 minutes straight. It was electric. It was incredible. The greatest evening of wrestling I've seen in years and years, and I'm just not so sure that the Dream Machine and Adam Bomb know what they really got into.
Dream Machine, Adam Bomb, Tommy Rich, all of them involved in that situation, but matches coming up. That may change all of that, but again, we're worried about it. Let's get back to this match right here. These Spiders are pretty well dominating, Corey.
Yeah, they are. They are taking care of Laird and Downs over there. Tag on the partner, wrestle out of Webb City. Is that right, Bert?
They are from Webb City. And I think before this is over, someone's going to get caught in that web, if you know what I mean.
Oh, boy. Well, early notice from the manager, Bert Prentice. Cover to Laird. Kicks right out of it from the Spider.
That's the second 2 count they've been able to get. So far, haven't been able to finish them off with a count of 3, but they have had the shoulders down twice already during this match. But the action continues.
You know, Dave, Eddie Marlin was telling me that there are so many tag teams wanting to come here and compete. I hear there's 2 idiots running around calling themselves the Rotten Brothers with Flamboyant Freddie Fargo. You know, we're ready to take on anybody because we want a title match.
There again was a 2 count, almost a 3 count, but just not quite. Charlie Laird able to break out of it just before the 3 count fell. Yeah, we're going to get a look at the Rotten Brothers. They're called Bad Breed. Axel Rotten and Ian Rotten coming in here a little bit later on today. So stand by for that, fans. Hey, nice double kick there.
Yeah, nice kick. Move. And another cover here on Laird, and Downs comes in and breaks it.
Heads up by the Spider as he moved out of the way. Downs did more damage to his partner, Charlie Laird, than he did to the Spider.
Bert Prentice over leading on his team. The Spiders, a new tag team in the USWA, and fans must say they are exciting to watch. What teamwork they display, this Spider team.
Watch this, watch this. It's great. Watch this.
Yes. Whoa, man.
They've got timing, no doubt about that. There's a count. There's the 3 count, which falls.
Oh, it's definitely over with.
History.
Yeah, that's that's all she wrote for Charlie Laird and Leon Downs. The Spiders and their manager, Bert Prentice, get to win. And, Dave, I must say they look awfully impressive in the USWA.
They sure do. I think Bert may have a team of winners right here. They're certainly winners today in the form of the Spiders, who get the victory. That's not all we've got. Boy, we've got lots more coming up from USWA action, including a look at those Rotten brothers a little bit later on. We'll be right back.
A friendly warning about the ultimate meat combo.
There, Doug. Before you say anything, I want you to take a look at some video. Wait a minute. Before I want you to look at a couple of videotapes. We didn't show the end of this a few minutes ago, but we're going to right now. Here's why Tony Anthony is so upset and has demanded a revenge match. Watch this. Watch what Doug did right here. There's Kimberly, dirty white girl, a pile driver. A pile driver is illegal in this state anyway, and it wasn't a pile driver on Tony even, it was a pile driver on Kimberly. But still don't say anything, because as you can imagine, Dirty White Boy is very upset.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
Dave.
watch.
Dangerous Doug Gilbert. You think you're somebody. You call up the promotion. You wanted a shot at the Smoky Mountain heavyweight champion. Well, that was fine and dandy, tough guy. I come strolling into town, and I put this on the line. It took me a long, hard time to get it. But what did you do? This right here, it don't matter anymore. You understand what I'm saying, Doug Gilbert? You took the dirty white girl, and you pile drived her. Now, you can bust me in my head. You can try to rip my eye out. You can try to break my leg. But I don't give a damn about none of that. But there's one thing you will not do on the face of God's green earth, and that goes for every living person walking, breathing. You do not put your hands on the dirty white girl. So, Doug Gilbert, I'm not worried. I'll put the title on the line. All I want is you in a ring to where I can get my hands on that big bucket head of yours, because you ain't nothing but a crybaby, and I'm taking you out. So get ready, tough guy, because I'm going to beat you up.
There's the word from the Dirty White Boy.
You know, Dave Brown, you can tell when somebody's real stupid by looking at them. And when I look at you, Tony Anthony, I can tell, hey, see all these people around here, Dave Brown, are nothing but idiots just like Tony Anthony. Tony Anthony, the only thing I did last week was I saved you from pile driving your head right through the mat. This week, Memphis, Tennessee, my home daddy, I'm going to take you, boy, and I'm going to put your head between my legs, and I'm going to make you wish you had another member of your family or another dirty white girl for me to hurt, because I'm going to make one promise, Dave Brown, and I'll make the promise right to you. I will end your wrestling career this week, and when I get through, I might take every one of these people and pile drive them, Dave.
Well, you're going to have to do it. It's going to be easier said than done, as has been found out many times out here. As Tony Anthony will be in the ring Monday night, he'll be trying to make sure you don't hit him with a pile driver. All the action coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum. General admission only $3. And you will see in the opening match the Rodden brothers, Axel Rodden and Ian Rodden, the Bad Breed, with fabulous Freddie Fargo in their corner against Jeff Gaylord and the Spellbinder. Following that, the Spiders, we just saw them. They will be going against Reggie B. Fine and Leon Downs in the match Monday night. U.S. ladies title will be at stake. Debbie Combs, the champion, will be defending against Susan Sapphire. Then in that revenge match we were just talking about, Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony is going to be going after Dangerous Doug Gilbert. Then, return USWA heavyweight title, Brian Christopher against Stephen Dunn from Well Done. The USWA tag titles will be on the line. It's a handicap advantage match, a cage at ringside. First man to lose is put in the cage, and then it's 2 against 1 for the other team. Moondogs against Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass. Added grudge match. This one put together here today, and I'm still not trusting Eddie Gilbert, but Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert is going to be teamed with Brian Christopher against Adam Baum and the Dream Machine, and the special referee, this worries me as much as anything, special referee is Eddie Gilbert's brother, Doug. It all happens Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Remember, general admission, only $3. Make your plans to be right there at ringside. You stay with us. We'll be back with the Rotten Brothers in a moment.
I'm Dave Brown for Landmark Heating and Air Conditioning. Lots of companies want to inspect your cooling system. Landmark Heating and Air Conditioning offers much more. A complete tune-up to help keep your system running efficiently through the hottest months of summer. Or when your system needs replacing, Landmark recommends high-efficiency Lennox equipment to reduce cooling bills as much as 50%. You know, a lot of companies want your business, but the folks at Landmark want to make you a customer for life. Call Landmark today.
Collecting baseball. Hey, you can't miss. Churches. Gotta love it.
Termite. Let AAA Termite and Pest Control stop termites before they damage your home. Termites cause more damage each year than fire, storms, and earthquakes combined. That's why AAA Termite and Pest Control specializes in preventive service as well as treatment and repair of termite damage. Trained technicians inspect and treat your foundation, decks, walls, and floors, and the work is guaranteed. Locally owned and operated in Memphis for over 20 years, AAA Termite and Pest Control takes care of any problem. Call for a free estimate today.
Michael Harlan's...
Well, the Spellbinder and Tony Williams are in the ring. We're just about set to go, but we want to take just a moment. Got a new team coming in here, and maybe take just a moment to talk to Freddie Fargo and his charges. Axel and Ian Rotten, the Rotten brothers, they called Bad Breed, and here they are right here. Mr. Fargo.
Dave Brown, everybody in this studio, listen up. I want you to put everything you've seen so far today right out of your head. Put everything you've ever seen in professional wrestling right out of your head. Because the news of the future just walked into this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, no, I'm sorry, there's no ladies and gentlemen watching us for sure. You cretins out there, what I'm presenting to you, this is Axel Rotten. This is Ian Rotten. This is the Bad Breed. This is the future of professional wrestling right here. Boys, hit the ring.
There they go. Fabulous Freddie Fargo, the flamboyant Freddie Fargo. Yeah, I don't want to misuse the word fabulous in relation to Fargo, because there's only one fabulous one, Jackie Fargo, and this is yeah.
Excuse me, Dave Brown. Let's get the record straight here right now. I knew you were going to bring this up. I knew you had to do this to me. All right, let's get the truth out on the table right now.
All right, what relation are you? Are you related to the fabulous one?
This is embarrassing, Dave Brown. This is very embarrassing to me. Yes, the man is my uncle. But I want you to know, and I want everyone watching this show to know, that he is the black sheep of the family. Oh, he is the biggest embarrassment I have ever had in my family. He's the only relative I have that lives in a refrigerator box under an overpass on a highway.
Oh, now come on. Don't come out here.
Don't give me this. Don't give me this. You know I'm telling you the truth.
Don't come out here and insult the legend.
Nothing. The legend. You're looking at the legend right here, Dave Brown. He's an alcoholic. He's a drunk.
No, stop the whole thing. I don't want to hear another thing about it. We know the fabulous Jackie Fargo. He's a legend. He's a hero around here. And if your guys are going to be legends, they're going to have to earn it right there in the ring. They are big. I will say that.
Dave, I know you've seen big men before, but I'm telling you right here and right now, you look at these guys, you have never, ever, ever seen big men do the kind of stuff that you're going to see Bad Breed do.
Axel and Ian Rotten, and first look at him in the USWA, and pretty impressive.
Well, that's Axel in there right now. That's quite a move as he stopped Tony Williams coming off the ropes. Ooh, Tony got to him, though. Right hand to the midsection.
Couple of big fellows wrestle out of New York City. Bad Breed, along with flamboyant Freddie Fargo, who is over here with us. I don't know why you're not at ringside, Fargo. We don't need you over here.
I'm telling you, you just pay attention to me. I will tell you what's going on here. Don't you guys worry about a thing. You are looking at the future of the USWA. We have no friends here. We want no friends here. Managers, wrestlers, we don't care who you are. You are all our enemies. We have no friends. We want no friends.
Well, I tell you, you got to be a mighty brave man to come into the USWA and make a comment, a statement like that, Fargo.
would you just take a look at what I brought along with me? Tell me how brave I am.
Well,
look at what I brought with me.
We see what you brought with you, but you need to know, if you haven't done your homework, you have come to what has been the hotbed of tag team wrestling, not this year, but for the last 30 or 40 years. When you said tough tag teams, lots of folks would look in this direction right here. And you better be prepared for some mighty tough competition. Let me just say things like Moondogs, this new team, the Spiders, looking good. You got Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher. You got some tough folks in here.
Indeed.
I'm telling you right now, Dave Brown, there's not a name that you just gave me that worries me one iota. We are here. We are going to rule. Mark my word.
Hey, right now looks like Tony Williams is doing pretty good in there, ain't it, Spellbinder? Going after your tag team in there, Freddie. Tony jumped behind. In Rotten in there. Goes to roll him up. And
oh, come on. What is he doing? I see powder flying. He throws it at Tony Williams. Boy.
Looked like it didn't get it in Tony's eyes in there. He got it right on Tony.
He threw it at him, and that gives you an idea what to expect from flamboyant Freddie. Oh,
man, I tell you.
Time is running out here. We're going to have to...
Yeah, we're at the expiration of time in this one.
We're going to... maybe not. He got him, but did you see how he did that?
Yeah, both of his feet on the middle rope. In Rodden. Rolls up Tony Williams.
Let's take a quick break, but you see what we're dealing with here, fans, and these Rotten brothers. We'll be...
Paying bills.
Rotten Brothers, not a very good one. Time is out here today. Don't forget Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, the added grudge match. Brian Christopher's agreed to be Eddie Gilbert's partner against Adam Baum and Dream Machine. It's going to be Doug Gilbert as the special referee. I still think that's trouble. We're going to be back next week with more action. Join us then. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.